So my son started struggling at a really young age. He was probably about 2 or 3 when he started having really aggressive behaviors at daycare. Our daycare provider at that time connected us to early intervention, and he received some services through them until he turned 3 years old and aged out of their program. And then we were left without anything for about 3 years. He started first grade, and his behaviors were out of control in school, tearing classrooms apart, really aggressive towards teachers. They didn't know what to do with him, so they just kept calling emergency services and having him screened. And eventually, finally, emergency services saw fit to do a referral for the community service agency. I had never heard of them. I didn't know anything about them. But I began my journey with them, and my life was forever changed. I was completely overwhelmed with his behaviors at home, with the school issues. We had financial stressors in our house. I was a single mom raising 2 kids, trying to work and balance my family's needs and our financial needs. The community service agency came in and they helped me identify a team of supports, both formal and informal, to be part of my team. Formal supports were people like my son's therapist, our in-home therapy team. Informal supports were people like my dad, my family friends. And I was no longer alone. Community Service Agency works under a model of it takes a village to raise a child, and they helped me build a village. Tasks were delegated to those people. I learned to ask for help from them and to accept it when they offered it. It made a huge difference in being able to manage my child's needs. This was the first time that providers came into my home and asked me what I wanted. I had had a lot of providers come in and tell me what we needed to do, what we should do, but nobody had ever asked what I wanted to do. The team was extremely strength-based. They focused on everything that was right with my family and how we could build off of it instead of focusing on what was wrong. My intensive care coordinator managed my team for me until I learned how to manage it myself, making sure everybody stayed on task working towards our goals and our vision. My family partner, well, I guess I should probably explain to you what a family partner is. Family partner is a provider that has the lived experience of raising a child like mine, a child that has some mental health struggles, some behavioral concerns. The benefit to having that person on my team and at my kitchen table was that they really understood me. They had walked where I was walking and they had lived where I was living. And they gave me hope. They gave me hope that I could make change, and they empowered me to do so. CSA was also the first service that wasn't focused on fixing my family, but rather giving me the skills to be able to manage their needs long term. My son was in the wrong school setting and his needs weren't being met. They helped me advocate on his behalf to get him into an academic setting that was appropriate for him. My family still has a team of supports in place to this day. The team members that were on my team then, the informal supports, my dad, my family friends, those people are still there helping me along the way. My son still has complex mental health needs, but I have the skills to manage them. My son recently mainstreamed back into public schools last year, and I've been able to help him navigate that process. Because of my experience with the Community Service Agency, I was inspired to do work in this field and help empower parents in the same way that I was empowered. I owe my family's success to the work that I did with the Community Service Agency.